Wow, isn't that painting just beautiful? It's amazing how the colors come together to make it look so nice. But what actually makes it so pretty? Let's take a closer look. When we look at the colors in the painting, we find shades of red and green. These are what we call complementary colors. If we take a closer look at a color wheel, we'll see that red and green fall on opposite sides of the wheel. But let's back up for a moment. What exactly is this color wheel? If we take our three primary colors and mix them with each other, they'll make a simple color wheel. We can then mix these colors with one another to make even more hues. And if we keep mixing, we can get more highly detailed color wheels. Although for the sake of simplicity, I'll stick with using this one throughout the rest of the video. So as mentioned before, this painting uses complementary colors, as red and green are on opposite sides of the wheel. When using complementary colors, it often looks better if one color is used more predominantly, although this isn't always the case, just a recommendation. To find other great color combinations on the color wheel, we can move our line to other shapes. When we move our line to something like this, we can find a beautiful color combo no matter which section of the wheel we place our equally spaced lines on. These are called analogous colors. They're easy on the eyes and usually create a peaceful atmosphere. We can decrease or increase the distance between the three lines and we'll still get great combinations. But if we spread them too far apart so that they're all at equal distances around the entire wheel, we'll get what's called a triadic color harmony. Triadic color harmonies are made when an equilateral triangle is formed on the color wheel. These harmonies are often very striking due to the high difference between the three colors. They're often hard to pull off but can look great when done well. This color harmony is best for cartoonish or surreal scenes. If we shift our equilateral triangle to form an isosceles triangle, we can get a new color harmony called a split complementary color harmony. We can also form this harmony by taking complementary colors and splitting one of the colors to the two next to it, giving the harmony its name. This type of harmony usually helps create lively scenes and gives more creative freedom than a regular complementary color harmony. Another shape we can use on the wheel is a rectangle or square. These are known as tetradic color harmonies. They're composed of two sets of complementary colors and usually look better when one of the colors overpowers the rest. A good example of this is the old Sonic games, where orange overpowers the rest of the colors. Finally, we have monochromatic harmonies, consisting of just one color. Monochromatic scenes often work well in atmospheric scenes. Now that we understand the different types of color harmonies, we can improve them by using different amounts of saturation and value. Saturation is the vibrance of the color, and value is the color's brightness. If we take one of our harmonies, let's say complementary, we can make it more interesting by changing the saturation and value of the colors. Here's an example of how we could effectively use saturation in a piece. Let's say you'd like to make a scene using split complementary colors. Here's a rough example of what your scene might look like. We've got some sky and greenery using blue and green, and for our third color we use red for the person's dress. If we increase the saturation of the red, it draws the viewer's eyes to that area of the work. To use value in our work, we can draw the viewer's eyes to a light source, or we can trick ourselves into making a color seem darker or brighter. If we place a color over top of a dark background, it seems to pop and appear brighter, and if we do the opposite, the color seems to appear darker. We can use this effect to our advantage in our art. We can also use certain colors to invoke certain emotions in our work. While this won't apply to every piece, they can sometimes serve as a guideline if you're not sure how to color a scene. It's commonly agreed upon that red represents passion and danger, orange energy and creativity, yellow happiness and activeness, green nature and healing, blue calmness and wisdom, purple wealth and ambition, white purity and peace, and black death and power. Don't be afraid to experiment with color and break some rules. A show that does this very well is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Since the show has no canonical color scheme, the artists go wild with color in so many aspects of the show. This is explored very well in FUNKe video on color in JoJo. I'll put it in the card in the corner. Another example of great usage of color is GingerPale. If you click on a random video that he's made and choose a random frame, the color choice is always immaculate. Through his use of complementary colors and his usage of warm and cool colors contrasting, he creates a unique viewing experience that complements his commentary well. I'll link to his channel as well in case you'd like to check out his stuff. Other than that, thank you for watching. I hope you now feel a little more comfortable with coloring scenes and in choosing colors that complement each other well.